welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free pizza, and I'm going to show you how to make the pizza dough, and it's so easy, and I can actually make two things out of one recipe. I make the pizza dough, I make one, for me, and then I make the rest of it, because it makes a lot of dough, and the rest of it I make biscuits out of, and they are delicious biscuits. So I'm going to show you what to do. First, you need to buy yourself some gluten-free bisquick. Now this stuff is miracles. You can make, there's recipes on the box. This is for our pizza crust that we're going to make today. There's pancakes, there's waffles, there's biscuits, all types of things. The biscuits are pretty good. I haven't tried the waffle. Pancakes are good, but the only thing is it's a really small box. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, it's a pretty small box, but you get a couple uses out of this. I might do a video about this. I chop nuggets that I drench in, or not drench, can't think of the word, dust them in, and I might do a video about that. If you guys want to see that, let me know. So it's a brand new box, so let's open her up. And I'm just going to be following the recipe on the side here, and I'll put the recipe down below as well. So I'm going to just put my box here so I can see how we make it. I should know how to make it by now because I've made This shouldn't be this hard to open. Just watch me stroke. Okay. This isn't working. Haha. This is when a very sharp knife. And I like to open it all the way so you can get the measuring cup in there so you don't make a big old mess trying to measure out your stuff. Alright, so there is our bisquick. I was about to say flour. This isn't flour. And the dough, when you make it, it's a really, it's a very thin dough. It doesn't really make like a actual, like, what you used to see as a pizza crust. You make a big old glob of dough. This makes kind of like a biscuit dough, but it's not biscuits. But I make biscuits out of it. Okay, so it says 1 1/3 cup of biscuits. So I got my bowl. And let's bring you guys back and down so you can see. Okay. So 1 1/3 cups. So 1 cup. As I make a mess, but that's okay. 1 cup. All that in there. And 1/3. 1/3. This one I can reach into the bag. The other one I didn't do that because I couldn't reach it. And make sure you level it off. And 1/3. Okay, so those are done. Bisquick is done. Now we need a 1/2 cup of water. So let me go get a 1/2 cup of water. Be right back. This is always the tricky part. Okay. Almost didn't make it to my bowl, but I did. Okay, 1/2 cup of water in. Oh, we need that 2/3 cup again. Just kind of wipe it out. It's just bisquick of oil. Oh my word, I keep forgetting. I didn't bring any of my ingredients with me. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, Nicole. I knew I needed the oil, and I was like, oh no, I got this, and I didn't. Now, it doesn't say what kind of oil, it just says oil, and so what do I have? I have just some canola oil. So, 1/3 cup of this. And the wrapper on my oil is like not staying. Is anybody seeing that? And bloop. Okay. Let's put the lid on there so clumsy Nicole doesn't knock it over. And then 2 eggs. I know a lot of people do they crack the eggs in a separate bowl and then they pour it in there, but I don't do that. I'm going to close some of these blinds. There's like a really bad... Is there a really bad glare? I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out, I swear. Let's close this blind. I don't know how to close my blinds. Is that a little bit better? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I saw like the yolk like glowing. Alright, well, let's just continue. Okay, I'm gonna put some seasoning. I'm gonna put some more of that delicious Cajun seasoning in here. Oh, it's broken. That's cool. Onion powder. Okay. Garlic. Some salt. If you don't do this, then the dough is pretty bland. And then some Italian seasoning. This is, it says on the box you can do it, but if you don't like Italian seasoning, it's optional. I know some people that don't like this. And just because we can, I'm going to add a little bit of Italian blend cheese. I'm going to leave a little bit because I have to put some on the pizza too. This is going in the crust. And then some Mexican style cheese. Or you can do cheddar cheese, whatever. So I don't know. A couple sprinkles of that. And then get your spoon and give her a mix. And don't like go crazy when you first mix it. Like just be gentle with it. Because it can get very temperamental, okay? And this dough is kind of weird. You have to make the dough, and I'm going to show you. It's going to be a very biscuit kind of. It's going to look like very thick biscuit dough, and it's going to look weird. I know. Just hang on with me. And what you got to do is you have to put it on your pan and cook it. You put it into the shape that you want. I'll show you. You put it into the shape you want, and you have to cook it for like, I think 15 minutes. But my oven's different, so I usually do 10 minutes. And then, you know, kind of pre-cook it some. And then you got to cook it the rest of the way. But before you do the rest of the way, you got to put your toppings on it. And your toppings are what I'm going to do is totally optional. This is just how I like it. Okay, so it's very thick biscuit dough. Okay? Oh, I got some bisquick on the table. That's cool. Let's just wipe that up real quick. I don't know why I always sweep things into my left hand where I have a ring on, and bisquick gets stuck all up in my ring. Alright. Okay. So, let's put our bisquick up. So we have some more room over here. Okay. Let's move our very sharp looking knife. Okay, I got some, what is it, vegetable oil cooking spray, and I got a pan. I'm going to just lightly spray this, give this a little shake. And, you know, if you spray your table, that's cool too. So I got it lightly sprayed, probably go. Okay. Kind of see it, so let's bring it down here so I'm not lifting it up constantly. And then you just get your dough as much as you want. I know this looks funny. Just bear with me, y'all. And this is actually kind of cool because you can do it to the bigness and the thickness and the shape you want. And don't worry, yes, this will puff up. You're like, oh my god, that's so small. No. And this makes delicious biscuits. I've been making egg. I made some of these biscuits a couple nights ago just to test it. You know, make sure it was approvable to make for you guys. And I made this, and I made them for breakfast sandwiches. Oh, it was amazing. See, you don't just make pizza crust out of it. You make biscuits too. So you don't want to do it too thick, but you don't want to do it too thin, because then it's just going to be a lame pizza. And I have my oven set to 425. I am so sorry. I'm so used to doing everything 350. You can ask my fiance. I do 350 on everything. It's like, can you do a different temperature, please? No, I like 350. Okay, don't judge. So just kind of make it the shape. This is rustic, guys. Okay. So no, it's not going to be a perfect little circle. It looks kind of like mashed potatoes now. Mashed potatoes. So I'm just kind of thinning it out. Bam. And I'll see, I still have lots of dough left. So I'm going to definitely make some breakfast biscuits. So you put it in your oven like that for 10 minutes. You let it cook. Alright guys, it's out of the oven. Let me grab my oven mitt because this thing is hot. But here it is. Let's bring it down. There it is. There's the pizza crust and the biscuits. So, come on. This is going to be some good breakfast. And I wish you guys can smell this. It smells good. Now, you need to I needed to flatten it out a little bit more right here. It's a little puffy, but it shall digress. Okay, so now let's build our pizza. Now, this is the way I like it. You can definitely do what you want, but I'll show you what I do. So, let's show you. So, here's our pizza crust. Pizza crust. I got some Alfredo. This pan is very hot. Alfredo sauce. Obviously, if you want, you can do tomato, marinara, tomato sauce, whatever. Get yourself a nice glop of that. So basically, what you did is you cooked it almost all the way through in the oven, and you're gonna put it back in the oven just so your stuff can get nice and warm and melty. Don't be stingy on your sauce because this crust is gonna soak up all that sauce. It smells so good, but don't do too much because then you don't want it to be overpowering of sauce. But that should be good. That satisfies me. Then let's see. I'm gonna put some. I got some shredded chicken here, just some rotisserie chicken, and I'm just going to put some of that down. No, you know what? I'm going to put some cheese. I'm going to do that Mexican cheese, if you can see it. No, you can't see it. I'm going to do some of the Mexican cheese, okay? Just do a nice sprinkle of that. And I'm going to do some of that Italian cheese, too. Okay. And then a little bit of my Italian blend. And this house smells amazing. Yum. Oh, I cannot wait to have lunch. Okay, now let's do our chicken. So I'm going to do pretty big pieces of chicken. Now, if you don't want chicken, you can do whatever you want. There's not going to be any veggies on here. I'm not a big vegetable fan. Peas. I like peas, but peas and pizza, that's just disgusting to me. So, and this is a rotisserie chicken that I just kind of took pieces off and shredded it up. And it smells so good. So let's get a couple more pieces on there. I like chicken, can you tell? And I think this piece of chicken I got off the breastbone. But I'm not too sure. And I took the skin off. I don't like skin on chicken. That looks good. Let me wipe my hands off. Okay. Now I'm going to do some pepperoni. And these actually say gluten-free. Do you see it on by my finger right here? Gluten-free. And I think they're... Sometimes I get turkey bacon. I don't know if this is turkey. No, it's pork bacon. Pepperoni. Goodness gracious, Nicole. And then you're just going to get a couple pieces. Oh, I got 2 out of that one. Yum! I love pepperoni. Oh my goodness gracious. Get out of there. Doesn't want to get out of the package for some reason. I just dropped something. Okay. So put some of that on there. Oh my goodness. If this doesn't make you hungry, I don't know what will. Okay. Bacon's why do I keep calling it bacon? Pepperoni. Because I have bacon. And I see it over here. Now, what I did is I when you have raw bacon, you want to cook it just slightly where it's a little crispy, but not a lot of crisp, because it's gonna, you know, crisp up in the oven. So just lay that bacon on there. Oh, yum. This is going to be amazing. I was gonna say good. I don't know what that word. And you can also, if you want to really cheat, you can get some bacon bits and put it on top of there. So a little bit more of my Mexican cheese and a little bit more of, because you gotta seal all that stuff in, right? Okay, this pan's not that hot, so I can touch it. You gotta seal all that goodness. And then some Italian. Oh my goodness. Lactose intolerant people, look away. Running out of my Italian cheese. No, the world's gonna end. And there you go. Bam. Pizza. Ooh. So good. I'm gonna go pop this thing in the oven, still 425 for, I don't know, my oven's kind of weird, so I'm gonna do it for, let's say 6 minutes, because it's not gonna take long for this to heat up and crisp up, especially because it's at 400 degrees. So when it's all done, I'll come back and show you the end result. Can't wait. And I wish I could share it with you, because it looks, look at that. Oh my goodness. Heaven. This is going to be one good looking. Oh, this is so good. Cheese melted, that bacon crisped up. Oh, yummy. I hope you guys try this and many more. Don't forget, I will put the recipe down below so you don't have to like, oh, how many, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, I got you. So if you think of anything else you want me to make, or just let me know, subscribe, give me a comment, give me a likes up, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao, Bambinos!